Hello and welcome. And we are live. You're watching Stephen live from wonderful Wiltshire in England, and we have sound. And this is AI Run Thrive with Stephen, episode 16C. Now, you know that there's a 16A, which was on Monday, there's a 16B, which was yesterday, and then there's 16C, which is today. Now, I'm live today, and we say hello to just a moment. Autistic Ginger, welcome. Thank you for joining. This show today is not, well, it's a special show. Let's just call it a special show. I was broadcasting yesterday and I had a problem, and it was my own doing, but it meant that I was actually talking, but nobody could hear me. One of the things that, the thing I love about live video is that things rarely go totally smoothly. There's always going to be something which upsets the apple cart. And in this particular case, it was my microphone deciding not to work. So what I've done today is I've been testing, I've been recording video. I was using OBS earlier today. Today I'm on TikTok Live Studio as normal. It's the way I broadcast to TikTok. It's the simplest way. Given permission, you can broadcast to TikTok Live without 1,000 followers from the TikTok Live studio, and it's got everything you need. It is comparable to all the major broadcasting systems: Restream, Lightstream, OneStream. You notice a common theme there. They're all called stream because this is live streaming, and live streaming can be fun. Now, I just want to give an acknowledgement first of all, and I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to go here. I'm going to bring this up. Royston Radio, this show is going to be 60 minutes long, and it will then, I'll download the video, take out the audio, send the audio to Fons Chamberlain, who is a director of Royston Radio. Royston Radio based down in Hertfordshire. If you're listening on Royston Radio, it must be Friday, it must be around about 2 o'clock. I'd like to say thank you for listening. If you want to join me on TikTok anytime, I'm live on Mondays and Tuesdays at 6:30. And if you want to listen to the replay, you can listen to it on Royston Radio. Now, Royston Radio, say hello to your mum, lol. Thank you for joining me. Alexa, set time of 15 minutes.
Good evening, Stephen. 15 minutes, starting now.
Right, now that first of all confirms that I am Stephen of AI Run Thrive with Stephen Healy. This is episode 16C. I'm using Alexa to time everything during the broadcast because we're talking about AI, we talk about running, we talk about thriving, and thriving on social media, that is, succeeding. And I had a blast on TikTok. As I say, back in January, I had 43 followers. Today, if I go to TikTok on my mobile phone, let's do this live, and got it. I've got.
If you go and apply for a job and you think they're asking you questions about your.
Sorry, that was live from TikTok. I don't know whether you can see. You can't see that. Conic, Troy, hello, and say hello to Troy. I've got 3,606 followers, so I've gone from 43 in January to 3,606 today in less than 5 months. I'm just chuffed to have been accepted on this platform, because when I started here, I didn't know what would happen. I didn't know how anything worked. Now I think I've finally got the studio sorted out, TikTok Live Studio. I love it as a piece of software. As I say, it's good as browser-based software. It's got everything you need. And hello, Troy, again, welcome back. And thank you for joining me, everybody. This is Stephen, live from wonderful Wiltshire in England, and I'm keeping you up to date with what's happening in AI, what's happening in park running and thriving. Now, today I went out for a run. Okay, and basically what I'm doing is I've entered London Marathon 2026, and I've got to get from where I am now, which is being able to do a 10k, to being able to do London Marathon. I'm going to say hi. I'm going to keep my glasses on so I don't keep taking them on and off again, so I can actually read the screen. My sweet shadow, hello, and thank you for joining. I've gone into the ballot for the London Marathon. Now 1.1 million people have entered the ballot, and the odds of getting a place, because there are 56,000 places, are either 200 or 2,000 to 1. Let's just say they're long odds. But I've had a go. Angelica's applied as well. Angelica did the London Marathon in 2024, completed it in 6.5 hours. She spent a year recovering, is now ready to go again. So I'm going to join her on the training. Angelica, my partner, is faster than me. Has to be said. I could only dream of doing the London Marathon in 6 hours 30. I think my realistic target would be around about 7.5 to 8 hours, provided I can get around the course. But what I'm doing now is I'm training. Okay, so I'm going for runs to increase speed. I might take up yoga, yeah, just to increase my flexibility. King Cyber, because Angelica's a member of a gym and she goes 3 times a week, so I need something to get fitter. So anything you can recommend, any way that you use of keeping fit, let me know. I'm going to do plenty of running. My target is to run 21 miles a week. And I just did 2 miles today, plus the walking, but 2 miles at a reasonable time, out the front door, round down Nursteed Road, up Marshall Road, and then back down round home 2 miles. Well, I had to go a few extra yards to get the 2 miles. I wanted the 2 miles. Psychological. What's the difference between 1.93 miles and 2.01? A lot. Okay, because when you got 2.01 miles, you can say I did 2 miles today, and you did, because your Garmin says you did. Okay, Garmin, I'm going to put my sales hat on for a moment. This is a Garmin 255, and I've got it linked by Bluetooth to actually get my messages as well, even when I'm out. So basically, this is a Garmin 255. This has one job in life, and that's to count steps. Now, 2,000 steps equals 1 mile. Yeah? So if you do 2,000 steps, you've done 1 mile. I try and do, as I say, 21 miles a week, 3 miles a day. This records every single step I take. It sends the information to Garmin.com, and it will tell me when I went out for the run today. First of all, it had the route, because this has got GPS, so I know exactly where I went. It also tells me how fast I was running around the course. David, hello. And hello to King Cyberwolf as well. It actually tells me how fast I'm running, which is good. So I can see where I went faster, I can see where I went slower. I actually, when I'm going for a run, I Jeff. If you ask me to run 10 kilometers, I can't, but I actually run for 15 seconds. Well, I'll show you. I run for 15 seconds, walk for 30 seconds, run for 15 seconds, walk for 30 seconds, and repeat. Now, most of us can run 15 seconds. Okay, and you go full pelt for 15 seconds, and then you walk for 30 seconds. Now, the thing is that the speed from your running carries over into your walking, so you walk faster than you normally would. Yeah, so run for 15, walk for 30. It's called Jeffing, after Jeff Galloway, who's a USA Olympian, and it's a brilliant method. So hello to Emily Bell, hello to Mia, and thank you for the like, Mia, and hello, Mia. Thank you for joining me. Okay, brilliant. So Jeffing, if you look it up on Google, you'll find Jeffing. Angelica is a member of a ladies group on Facebook called Girls Who Jeff. And hello, Mia. Hello. Thank you for saying hello. I wish I could show the comments on screen. It would make so much difference. But I can't. So I can read them out and I can acknowledge them. I want to say thank you for all the likes. We're on, well, I'll tell you about the broadcasting in a moment. We're just on my quest to be in the London Marathon 2026 and my start of training. I'm going to take up, I think, yoga. Yoga appeals to me. So if you are a yoga person, if you could point me at some good resources that I can use to get up to speed on yoga. I am not at all, I know nothing. Assume I know nothing about yoga, and if you can give me a URL to go to find out more, then please do. But I'm going to get fitter between now and next year. I'm going to go out running every day. I'm going to try and get faster and faster. I'm also, and hello to Fufu 33333, and hello to D, and welcome everybody. I'm going to get faster and faster. I mean, basically every Saturday Angelica and I do the park run. Now, park run is free to enter, and all you have to do is to turn up at a park near you on Saturday morning at 9 o'clock, and you can walk around the park, you can run around the park, you can jeff around the park, you can jog, and it's free and it's British. Okay, park run was started in the UK at Bushy Park in London. There are now 730 different sites throughout the UK, and if you go to Google, and you type in park run, you'll find a park run near you. Now, what happens at a park run? Basically, you turn up about 10 minutes before. So turn up at 10 to 9, 20 to 10 to, and you'll notice that everybody's gathering at the start line. Okay, and it's the fastest at the front and the slowest at the back. Now, the fastest will be able to run 5 kilometers in 17 minutes. That's the standard they're running at. People at the back, including me, will do the course in between 50 and 60 minutes. They're walking fast. So you've got from athletes, and real athletes I'm talking about, these are guys who can whiz around the track. You're still on your first lap and they're doing the second. That's the way it is. But it's all friendly. Everybody encourages everybody else. And the thing about a park run is, that's the right way around. A park run is you cannot be last. It's not a race. You're not racing anybody. All you're trying to do, because this is just a minute. This is a timed event. Okay, and we say hello to Mario. Welcome. This is a timed event and it's free. And basically you go through the start and you're either at the front, in the middle or at the back. And people will start off and they'll be jogging. Now, if you can keep up with them, do. If you can't, slow down and just aim to get round the course. Actually doing a 3.1 mile jog, run or walk on a Saturday morning is the best way to start your weekend. If you've been out and out before, it freshens you up no end. And you go around the course. Now, the course is marshalled. There are volunteers at specific points around the course, so you can't get lost. You cannot get lost at park run because there's always somebody telling you which way to go. Mikax, welcome, and we say hello to Mario as well. We said hello to Mario. You cannot get lost at a park run. It doesn't happen because there are marshals all around the course. Now, the marshals are volunteers and they're exercising on a Saturday morning. They get there about 20 to 9. They take up position around the course and it's their job to encourage us, to keep us on the right track and just to be there for safety, health and safety. So you know that when you turn up there, you're going to be looked after. You're going to be looked after by people who may well become your friends. That's the key. It's so friendly. And you'll be joining. Depends on the park run. 730 park runs in the UK. You'll be joining 50 other people, 150, 250. It varies from park run to park run. If you Google park run, you can actually find the one near you. When you find the one near you, it's got its own web page. And it will tell you the fastest time. It will tell you how many people have done it, how long it's been going, and who to contact. It'll tell you how to get there, and it will tell you the course route. Okay, now my audience is predominantly English, so I'm going to say route. Okay, throughout this program, if you hear me say route or router, just say, Stephen, you can't say that, you're English. Okay, Angelica's always telling me to say route and router, not router and router. She gets annoyed. Angelica's a language teacher, German language teacher, and my partner, and she does it in jest, but I know there is a serious point behind it. I am now broadcasting via TikTok Live Studio to predominantly people in England, but also people in Germany and France as well. I saw a list today of about 30 different countries I'm broadcasting to, and I just want to say thank you everybody around the globe for actually joining in and watching and sharing and liking. Okay, if you are enjoying the broadcast, then please do share it. If you like it, then TikTok likes it, and if basically, I'll come back to that in a minute. Just remind me to talk about TikTok in a minute. So you've got marshals around the course. They're going to keep you on track. They're going to encourage you, and they're there for health and safety. In addition, you've got park walkers. Now, Park Run started off as running, but now they are actively encouraging people to walk. You just leave home, arrive at 10 to 9 and just walk for 3.1 miles. At the end of it, you get a time. That time is recorded if you wish it to be. And then the next time you go to Park Run, you want to do better. Now, I've done 67 Park Runs so far. It's how our weekend starts. Our routine is we go to the Park Run, and then afterwards we walk back, we walk there and back. It gives us 5 miles at the start of the day, and then we have coffee and crumpets whilst watching BBC One. So that's our Saturday. God's child, hello, and say hello. That's our Saturday. Park Run followed by coffee and crumpets, and that's a great way to start the day. I mean, before we go, we have something to eat, so we have breakfast early. And generally speaking, that's yogurt. I'm a diabetic, so there's only certain things we can eat. So we keep control of that. Things have totally changed since I was diagnosed in July 2023, and we're now both healthier for it. It's worked for Angelica as well as for me. So I'm not going to go on to diabetes. When I was doing the test run for these broadcasts back in January, I was talking about diabetes, and I was told in no uncertain terms that I shouldn't talk about diabetes during this program. Oh, Alexa, stop. And God's child is also saying that they are diabetic. I think that I can totally empathise. If I tell you not too much information, but tell you I'm on metformin, then you might understand my take on it. I do try to behave, and we've got it under control. It's not something, well, it is a chronic disease. You can't get rid of it. You can go into remission, but it's at times it's hard work. But I've got to say that apart from the diabetes, I'm fitter than I've ever been. And hello to Jenny, and thank you for joining. God's chance, thank you for sharing. And I mean, I would do a program about diabetes. If you haven't, we've all got our own routes to handling diabetes. How long have you had it, if you don't mind me asking? Okay, true story. I was out running and I collapsed, and this was in July 23rd, 23, and I was ended up in Bristol Royal Hospital and spent 2 weeks there, and then during that time I was diagnosed as having diabetes. So I'm going to say July 23 was when I was diagnosed. How long have you been managing your diabetes? Okay, so you've got marshals. You've also got, as I just said, a park walker. Now, a park walker is somebody at Park Run whose job it is to walk 8 years. Right. Well, I empathise and I support you, and I know how hard it is, and you have my best wishes, and all we can do is go from day. I was speaking to Freya, who came to stay with us a couple of weeks ago, and she said, one day at a time, and just be glad that you're still here. You're most welcome, and thank you for your support too. So back to Park Run, okay? Back to Park Run. Okay. You've got park walkers who walk around with the people who are walking, because Park Run now encourage you to walk, and you can. And if it takes you an hour to do the 5k or an hour and 10 minutes, doesn't matter. Yeah, an hour and 20, as long as you do it. That's the thing. This is all about trying to keep. I mean, the thing about doing a park run, park walk is your blood sugar levels fall because you're doing exercise. Yeah, so park run is good for health. So you've got the park walkers, but the fear is, if I join a park run, I don't want to be last. Well, I've got any good news for you. You will not be last at the park run, because there is a tail walker, and the tail walker is right at the back of the pack, and it's their job to be last. You will never be last at a park run. The park walker will always be behind you. Yeah, thank you. God's child, thank you very much. It means a lot. I do really appreciate it. I have been sent a gift, and I am. Say hello to Almen. Hello. I've been sent a gift, and I just want to say thank you. Thank you, God's child. And oh, welcome back. National Security's back. Okay, I love it when people actually come back, because basically, to me, this has always been, I've been doing this for 8 years now, this has always been a social event with comments. And I thank God's child for sharing and commenting, and for the gift. So the tail walker is going to be at the back of the pack, and that's their job. Their job is and hello Stephen, how are you doing in Wiltshire? Well, I'm doing well, thank you very much. As I said, I just went for a 2-mile run today, so this is a good day. And I'm doing my 3rd TikTok of the week, so this has got to be a good day because I'm live on TikTok. And J'ai la Vision, I saw you came. J'ai la Vision was here. Okay, now I did set Alexa so that she would remind me to actually do this. So I just need to put that down there, and I'm going to send out a flare. Okay, now let's just, I may come back to Park Run, but for the moment that's Park Run near you. Google it, 730 parks in the UK. All you need to do is turn up. Well, you need to register. Just a minute, I've got to do something, and I'm going to send that flare and use it. Okay, Alan, hello, and thank you everybody. RXNMC, God's child, thank you very much. I've sent out a flare. Now, when you send out a flare from a live broadcast on TikTok, and you can do this from TikTok Live Studio, then everybody who's following me, and that's 3,500 people, will get notified. All right, okay, and from nationalsecurity.com, famous YouTuber Jeff Marshall runs in my local park runs every weekend. Brilliant! Park runs for the win. Yeah? Yeah. And Dash, hello. Lincoln Corner, hello. Riley, hello. This is Stephen on AI Run Thrive, live from Wiltshire in England on TikTok Live Studio. We have been broadcasting for... Where's the time gone? There. Okay, I just sent out a flare. If you find me by accident, I just want to say thank you. I just want to advertise Park Run. Okay, I love Park Run. I'm very fortunate to have done 67 park runs. Now, my story really continues. I have, because I told you earlier, there are marshals at park runs, keeping everybody safe, encouraging everybody, and making sure you keep to the course so you can't get lost. I've marshalled for 20 times. I've marshalled it Quakers Walk since, and at Melksham. So I've been at 2 park runs, and I've been a marshal. I've been a park walker, but I volunteered for the next 4 weeks. So I volunteered for park run for the next 4 weeks, and I'm going to be 2 of those times I'll be a marshal, which is brilliant. You just stand there, encourage people, have a lot of fun, because it's so friendly. Yeah, everybody's happy. Yeah, everybody is so happy to be out. Come hail, rain or shine, everybody's happy to be at a park walk. Hello to Rush the DJ, Marguerite, Leticia, Linking Corner, and Catalan Radio. Radu, sorry. Lindsay, Charlotte, everybody's joining. Thank you. We're talking about park run. If you do a park run, then please let me know. I'd love to meet some park runners. National Security does the park run, and he was joined by Jeff Marshall, famous YouTuber. And go down to the comments, and Neil, hello, Calman, hello, Dee, Anna, Charlotte. It's getting busy. That's the effect of sending a flare out. So we're talking about park run. So I'm volunteering for the next 4 weeks. 2 of those I'll be a marshal, which is meet and greet and cheer. And then I'm going to be a park walker, walking with people around the park run course, trying to. These walkers are pretty fast, so I've got to go fast to keep up with them. I said to the race director when I did it last time, I'm too slow. He said, no, you're not, just do it. So that's what I'm doing, I'm just doing it. And then I'm going to be a tail walker. Now, a tail walker is, as I said earlier, a park run is the guy or lady at the back. And they make sure that nobody finishes last at park run. Nobody finishes at last at park run. They make sure. Okay, so I'm going to be a tail walker. Now, I've done 20 volunteers so far. That 4 will make 24 volunteers at park run. Now, would you know it? You actually get a t-shirt. Well, no, you can buy a t-shirt once you get to 25 volunteers. Now, the thing you should know is that it's a timed event, Garmin. You've got your barcode, which is scanned, and you can either have it as an ice bracelet, in case of emergency bracelet, which I've got, it says on the inside of there, diabetic. Mohammed, hello, AK user, GM, Bobby, Clan Vegan, welcome everybody. And I just want to say thank you for actually watching live today. I've done 24. We've done 24 volunteers now. Basically, each week, each park run publishes the results, and it shows the fastest, it shows the middle, and it shows the bottom. And underneath, it says all the volunteers. But when you run a park run, it says against your name whether you've done 25 park runs, 50 park runs, 100 park runs, 250 park runs. Now I've got a 50 next to my name because I've done 67 park runs. But in addition to that, you can get another little badge, which is for doing 25 volunteers. So by the end of June-ish, I'll get my 25 volunteer t-shirt. And it means that every time I appear in the results, it will say 50-25. And I just want to do it. I know that's selfish, but it's also contributing to the success of park run. Jake, hello. Dee, hello, hello. Samira, Lama, Chipmunk, Sarah, Matthew, Rita, everybody, thank you for joining. Okay, now just a note, this broadcast is live on Royston Radio. It's Friday at 2 o'clock on Royston Radio. If you're on Royston Radio, I want to say hello. And we listen to Royston Radio. Royston Radio is based in Hertfordshire, and my good friend Fons Chamberlain is a director, and he's approached me beginning of this year and said, could you do a broadcast? Okay. Yeah. So I said, yes, I'll do a broadcast. And I came up with my 3 passions: AI, run, thrive. So artificial intelligence, running and thriving on social media. And I started this show in January, and this is episode 16C. And I just enjoy every single moment of it. And thank you. I just enjoy it so much. Park Run for the win. So Royston Radio is a terrestrial radio station, but you've got an iPhone app, you've got an Android app. It's based in Hertfordshire in England, and if you enjoy music and you want to support a ground-based radio station in Hertfordshire, then do download the Royston Radio app. But if you go to the Royston Radio website page, you can actually make requests. And what they've got there, when you get to the request page on Royston Radio, they have all the songs that you can request, and you just scan through them, click a song, and then within 2 or 3 spins, the song you've chosen will play on Royston Radio. Yeah? So they've got, in other words, they've got a jukebox, and you can pick your favourite from that jukebox, and they will play it on the radio. Now, at the moment, it just plays the, you know, it's for you. Okay, there is live shows. There are live shows every single day on Royston Radio. Otherwise, there's a jukebox, and when the jukebox is playing, you can make requests. And the thing is that if you're a DJ and if you're round Hertfordshire way, then basically, I know Pons is always looking for DJs. If you want to DJ on the radio, then go to Royston Radio, email them, and just apply. And say Stephen Healy sent you, and you may get to be on Royston Radio. There's probably no audition piece to do, but it's a way into radio, because you've got the app, you've got the internet, it's on Alexa. Alexa, play Royston Radio. Alexa, notifications.
One new notification from Amazon. On Thursday, there's a chance of rain near you in Devizes, starting around 8 a.m. and continuing intermittently until around 1 p.m.
Right, so if you're in Wiltshire, England, there's a possibility of rain between 8 o'clock in the morning and 1 in the afternoon. That is a public service announcement from Alexa. Alexa, play Royston Radio. Alexa, play Royston Radio.
Starting Royston Radio.
Alexa, stop. Right, okay, now I just played the snippet. Name that tune. Okay. All right, what are your views on AI? Right, thank you for the question. I'll move on to AI in a minute. And thank you for the question, God's child. And say hello to Sean, hello to John, and Thomas, and everybody who's joining. Thank you for joining. You are all totally amazing, and you're watching Stephen live from Wiltshire in England, and Royston Radio. Download the app, apply to be a DJ. And this show is on Royston Radio, audio only, on Friday at 2 o'clock, and that's the whole of this show. And that's why I actually go live for just short of an hour, and then I send the audio to Fonz so you can play it on the radio. Also, this show is exclusively live on TikTok, but tomorrow it will be on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter and Twitch and LinkedIn. So this show is live on TikTok, and then it is replayed on all the social media sites on Thursday. 2 bites to the cherry. So let me go over here, and if I go to right at this point, I just want to say thank you friends, for watching my live videos and following me. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the follows. I follow everybody back. I appreciate you popping in today. I'm perfect. Thomas, hello. Yes, a talk show. That's what this is. I mean, basically, when I'm going to come, I'll be with you in a minute. When okay, I'm going to take that off. When I started here in January, I thought, I had preconceptions about what TikTok was. Okay, and I'm going to say that those have changed totally. And I'm going to say on TikTok, there is room for everybody. Literally room for everybody. And if a niche doesn't exist, you can create it. Okay? You can create your own niche. You don't have to, right? You can be an individual. You can be yourself. You can be true to yourself. You can broadcast live on TikTok and people will come and watch. Just whilst we're on TikTok, before I go on to AI, there is a program. Just let me put this in here, because if you're interested, then this may help you. Jason, hello. I just want to type this in, so give me a second. Right, I got it right. Okay. If you want to go live on TikTok and you don't have 1,000 followers, and you want to do it from your desktop, you want to do it from your Windows desktop, then you can use TikTok Live Studio. Just Google TikTok Live Studio and download it, and then effectively you can apply to go live. That's what I did. I started with 43 followers back in January. I've built up to 3,500 now. I'm grateful for everybody who's followed me. I'm also grateful for the gift from God's child, and I'm just grateful that you're here now. This is a talk show. This is a solo. One of my heroes, I don't know, is a chap called Michael Parkinson. And I used to watch Parky all the time. And I thought, how does he do that? Yeah. And I thought, if I could, I would. And I can, and therefore I do. That's it. That's my motivation. So thank you for the comment and the question. Okay, now, I was asked by God's child what my view is on AI, because we've got AI in the title. And I've got to say that I'm going to take Royston Radio off for a moment, because you know I'm live on Royston Radio on Friday. I'm going to bring this up on screen. Okay, let's go here. Right, before I show you this, I've got to say that I love AI. I've got my own video avatar. Just a minute. And when we talk about AI, I'm talking about ChatGPT, Gemini, DeepSeek, DaVinci, and HeyGen. ChatGPT you know of. Gemini is the Google thing. DeepSeek is the Chinese one. DaVinci AI has been around forever. And then HeyGen is the system that I use to actually create my own video avatar. If you want to create an avatar that looks and sounds like you, HeyGen. Yeah? In fact, now they can create your own avatar from one photo. Yeah. I've got the pro version, and what I did was upload a 2.5-minute video, and now I can send my avatar out to do things that I don't have time to do. So my avatar can do an intro to the show. It can do an explanation of, I'm always asked about confidence on camera. How do you get so confident on camera? And it's a hot topic, because if I'm sat here and you could be sat here, yeah? There is no reason why. But this is not something I was born with. This is a learned skill. Being able to go live on video is a learned skill. And if you check out Confidence on Camera, you get some books from my friends. I've met hundreds of people around the world through live video, and some of them are confidence on camera experts. And I will at some point advertise them, but for the moment you can do this, yeah, and you can have your own avatar with HeyGen. Just Google HeyGen, check it out, try it out. You can try it out before you actually pay for it. But my avatar takes care of my intros when I'm doing an explainer video, when I'm doing a promotional video. The thing is that an avatar, the reason for having an avatar is an avatar, like, unlike me, an avatar will always look at the camera. Yeah. Now I'm a Udemy instructor. I train people. I've been training people for the last 8 years how to do this live video thing, and I do courses on Udemy. Udemy are the world's largest online repository of courses. And if you want to know anything about anything, you can go to Udemy, go to the search, type in yoga, and you'll get a load of yoga classes. That's what I'm going to do tomorrow, is check out yoga classes, online yoga classes. So, but when I'm creating the courses, I used to, it'd be me on camera, and I'd have a background of the software I'm talking about. And I'm talking. But the thing is, I'm not always looking at the camera. I'm actually pointing things out on the screen. And that's distracting when you're watching a video, and you're watching a video you paid for, because Udemy is chargeable. So I use my video avatar. Okay, there's a special widget that I can use, which is in my Chrome browser, which allows me to take a screen display and record it with my voice. And then I take that recording with my voice over to HeyGen and say, right, okay, put me or my avatar in the frame. And what happens then is that I get a finished video which has got my voice, and it's got me in the bottom right hand corner of the screen, but always looking at camera. And my partner Angelica looked at it and said, well, I said, what do you think I look like? She said, I didn't notice. Basically, I was listening to what you were talking about. So you're not a distraction to your own course. You're actually looking at camera all the time. And if I'm doing explainer videos, I use the avatar. Basically, that's why I use the avatar. Now, ChatGPT, Gemini and DeepSeek are all on a par, but they're all slightly different. You can use all three for free. Try saying that. All three for free. Now, I've got a new group on Facebook, which is called Pioneers of Live Streaming. The idea came to me last weekend, and I thought, I've met hundreds of people from around the world, and I broadcast with them live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and LinkedIn. How do I stay in touch with them? I thought, a Facebook group, and bring everybody who's been in my life for the last 8 years on live video into a group. And that's what we did. And I asked Gemini, well, no, my mistake, I asked Microsoft Copilot to produce a graphic, and I've achieved my live goal. Just a minute. Live goal complete, celebrate the moment. Oh, all the likes, thank you. And Thomas, right, okay, thank you, Thomas. It is free. ChatGPT, Gemini free, DeepSeek's free, HeyGen you can get for free. I've achieved my live goal. Kuldeep, hello. Is it free? Yes, there's a free version of every one of those above that you can actually try first of all. And the question was, I've only just started using ChatGPT. No, this is the art. Now, incredibly, there are, if you go to Udemy, you'll get a course telling you how to create the questions. Anyway, I've got a very good friend called Barb Tomlin who, well, let me show you the graphic. This graphic, let's take that off first. This graphic was created by AI. And let me put it a bit bigger. Okay, let's go there. This graphic was created by ChatGPT, and it is the Pioneers of Live Streaming, which is a new group. We've all been broadcasting over 8 years, and we're still streaming. And this is a graphic which is created for free, and I've got to say, it's darn near perfect. Yeah, I hope you like it. The thing is that ChatGPT is text and it's also graphics. In fact, most of the systems now, rather snazzy, says Thomas. Thank you. I think it's snazzy too. Let's have a closer look. Okay, and I want to say thank you to Barb Tomlin for actually creating it. She created the prompt. There are, if you type in, Thomas, if you type in on Facebook, yeah, I've got to come back now, otherwise TikTok is going to notice I'm messing about. Getting the right prompts, I know. Tell me about it. I mean, basically, when I'm doing a broadcast, I'm doing a broadcast at the moment all about the problems of live broadcasting and how to deal with the problems. Now, the video will be on, just a minute. Let's go here. Let me move that over there. Okay, we're going to be full of graphics, but that's the way of the world. TikTok Live is a perfect platform. That was created. That image was created by the OneStream Live graphics team. So basically, I create broadcasts for OneStream Live. Yeah, and whenever I do a broadcast, I use ChatGPT and Gemini and DeepSeek to actually give me an outline of the question. I'm given a topic by OneStream. In the old days, I would have had to sit down and ponder and think, rack my own brains. What do I know about that? Yeah. Now, nowadays, you can go to ChatGPT. God's child, thank you very much, and enjoy your dinner. Okay, thank you. And Catherine, hello. Okay, thank you, and thank you for the roses. Oh wow, brilliant. Okay, now, so I use ChatGPT. I just say, tell me about the problems of live streaming, and give me 5 examples. Tell me about the problems of live streaming. Give me 5 examples, and ChatGPT, Gemini, and DeepSeek will do it. Okay, and basically then I collate all that, and I can then use that to create an agenda for the broadcast. Okay, so Louise, hello. I can use it to create an agenda for the broadcast. Everybody, thank you for watching. You're watching Stephen live from Wiltshire in England with AI Run Thrive with Stephen Healy, live from Wiltshire, episode 16C. I'm not normally live here, but I am today. I'm normally live at 6:30 on Monday and 6:30 on Tuesday. I made a mess of it yesterday. I really did. And that's why I'm live tonight, because this show, let's fill the screen with graphics. This show will actually be on Royston Radio on Friday at 2 o'clock. And in order for that, because they've got hour slots, all right? DJs, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. They've got hourly slots. This video, or the audio from this video, has got to fit in an hourly slot. So it's got to be nearly an hour long. Yeah? That's what I'm aiming for. That's why I'm here. And say hello to Smooth Booth. And I just wish I could say that. I want to say thank you to everybody who's watching live. You're all totally amazing. I want to say a special thank you for Thomas, Milicia, and Chelsea XX for sticking around. I think that's right. And we've got 7 minutes to go on the flare. So I timed that right. I have timed that right. Okay, so this will be on Royston Radio Friday at 2 o'clock. Now, what happens after this? And thank you, Thomas. What happens after this is that I relax. Yeah. There's no pressure on me here. I'm doing what I want to do, and I have fun doing it, and you join me and we have a chat, and this is the magic of live video. And basically what happens after the show is that I download the video, 60 minutes of it. I upload the video to OneStream, and then it plays out tomorrow at 10 o'clock on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter and Twitch. okay, without the comments. Then I take the audio from the video and I send that to my good friend Fons Chamberlain, who's the director of Royston Radio, and that's how it appears on the radio on Friday. Then finally, because I'm all about repurposing, the thing about live video, this is the greatest way ever invented to create content. If you go live for 60 minutes, within those 60 minutes, you're going to have times during that 60 minutes you actually say something sensible and interesting. You can take those snippets and you can then replay them on TikTok. Because the thing is, this live video is on TikTok. You're watching it live now, but unless I put the recording on TikTok, it won't appear elsewhere. Yeah. So in order to get this onto TikTok, I've got to edit the video, which I do in TikTok Live Studio, and I just take the first 9 minutes 55 seconds because it's got to be under 10 minutes. So I take the first 9 minutes 55 seconds. I will post that on TikTok tomorrow, and I do know. Just a note for everybody, I do appreciate the fact that you're all watching me live. I do know that the live audience is different from the recorded audience. You're all special because you're all watching live and you're all cheering, all supporting. And I do appreciate it. It makes the broadcast. Yeah, interaction makes the broadcast. Comments from Thomas and God's Child and everybody else who's commented. Being sent gifts whilst you're live. I love it. I do appreciate it. All the likes that have been sent and the shares. Yeah, if you're enjoying this broadcast, please do consider sharing it. I mean, the thing is, we're Brits. And let's just take these off. Just a minute. Let me go here. And Pioneers of Live Streaming, I am creating a group on Facebook for everybody I've ever met in 8 years of live broadcasting. And I'm going to take that off. Just a minute. I've got your question, Thomas. Okay, and I'm going to take the TikTok off because you know I love TikTok and I work for OneStream. And then we're going to take Royston Radio off. All right, so we're clear. And Thomas is saying the audience, just a minute, let me glasses on again. Audience from recorded content is different. Yeah, it is. Basically it's shown to a different audience. A different audience sees it. Yeah, that's the way I might be able to. Right, first of all, I'm only guessing. It's just a feeling I've got from doing the live video and then posting a 10-minute recording that different people are watching it. Yeah, it's just a feeling. I mean, I know who, and when we get the recording, I know who's liked it. I know who likes the recordings, and I see different names every time. When I come live, I'm joined, Juicy Lucy, hello. I'm joined by people who I love because they join me on it. They join me more than once. So I think there are two different audiences because the live video disappears. You know, when you go, if I went live on YouTube and I went live for 60 minutes, yeah, let's start from there. If I went live on YouTube for 60 minutes, you at any point after that can go and watch the full 60 minutes. Yeah, that's the way YouTube works. If I go live on TikTok, which I am now, then once this live video is finished, I can download it, so I can put it on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and LinkedIn. But it's not available on TikTok. Yeah. So what happens then is I make a decision. I take 10 minutes out of the video and repost it on TikTok. I use the TikTok Live Studio editor, and then I take the slice and I post it on TikTok on Thursday morning, and it gets a new audience, a new life. And that's the only thing that will stay, because eventually this live video will disappear from TikTok. Yeah. Just like, I mean, Facebook made the change. I've got videos on Facebook that go back 8 years. Yeah, I've been broadcasting live on there for the last 8 years, since Facebook Live started, which is incredibly 8 years ago. And I've got hundreds, if not thousands, of videos on Facebook. Okay, Facebook told all broadcasters, we're only going to keep 4 weeks of your videos. As long as, well, if you want them yourself, you can download them. I'm not up for downloading